What's going on, Disney Infinity fans? Jason here from InfinityInquirer.com, here to bring you the exciting news today. It's finally here. Disney Infinity 3.0 launched today, Sunday, August 30th, here in the States and in Canada. UK got released last Friday, and I know in Australia it's coming out later this week. But for all intents and purposes, today is launch day. I'm not trying to be biased here, but obviously it's where Disney Infinity is based, so they consider this day official launch day. So anyways, today, Sunday, August 30th, is launch day. This is what we also call Wave 1 for Disney Infinity 3.0. So I finished my hunting today, got everything that came out at launch. So I'm going to show you everything you can possibly get at launch, and then also talk about some ways to save a little bit of money, especially this week during Wave 1. So anyways, let's get started here. But we're going to start with the basics here and start with the starter pack. I have here the PlayStation 4 starter pack. This is the only starter pack that's going to be available as far as like Star Wars or Disney or Marvel. You might remember in 2.0 they had a Disney Infinity 2.0 Marvel Superheroes Edition, and then they had one called the Toy Box Edition, and it was confusing as all get out. Even that's coming from me, from a media member, to a general consumer. It made no sense. What they were trying to do is make sure that you could choose your own way. If you didn't want Marvel, you could get Disney, but like I said, this caused too much confusion, so they said one starter pack, so having one edition. Get here in a second about a more deluxe edition of that, but there is no non-Star Wars based Disney Infinity starter pack in a physical release. In this starter pack, you get Ahsoka and you get Anakin Skywalker, as well as a Twilight of the Republic playset piece. This time they only include 2 figures compared to the normal 3, but it retails for $64.99. Some arguments can be made about whether that's actually cheaper or expensive in the long run than what they did before. It's $74.99, including 3 figures. But nonetheless, out the gate, $64.99 looks good on the shelf. Get everything in. The software in there is the same as anything else. It's just your general toy box mode, Toy Hub, everything in there is just the core software. And like I said, you get the playset piece for Twilight of the Republic and Anakin and Ahsoka. So that is the PlayStation 4 starter pack. But like I said, they also did a exclusive little bundle here. This is the Saga Bundle, they're calling it, which is exclusive on PlayStation systems. This is only available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. It was offered to Microsoft and Nintendo. Both turned it down, just like last time for 2.0 with the Collection Edition. So Sony is the only route you can go to get it. In this, you can see you get not only the normal starter pack, but you also get the Rise Against the Empire playset a month early, which is coming out on September 29th, as well as the Boba Fett figure, which is not coming out till next year. On the package itself, you'll see down there in the corner, I don't know if it'll let me zoom in there, it says exclusive until December 31st, 2015. But I've heard anywhere from January 1st, I think January 15th, not either of those dates correct. So anyways, sometime in January. But real quick, we'll get this open just so I can show you the Boba Fett figure in the base there. So there is the Boba Fett figure. So it comes in retail packaging, available exclusively on Sony PlayStation systems. Again, you get him several months early. We'll get here in a second. So let me put this back in here. Oh, dropping stuff. So the Rise Against the Empire playset does come in here. That is for movies 4 through 6 in the Star Wars franchises. That you just get a month early. Of course, Boba Fett now. Well, that was a little hole, so we can get him back in there. There he goes. So it starts it over there. So Boba Fett. So like I said, you do get the Rise Against the Empire playset. Essentially a month early. It comes out September 29th for everybody else. You get it a month early. That includes Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia, as well as I said, I think it's pretty much common knowledge that's the best playset piece they've ever made. Is the Death Star in there. So again, you get everything in retail packaging. So this is basically what you get inside that bundle: the starter pack, the playset, and the Boba Fett figure. So you're not getting any kind of like bubble wrapped items, which is kind of nice. The one thing to talk about the physical releases, you can argue whether it is a launch item or not, is the Toy Box Takeover expansion disc. So in this game, it's a structured gameplay element that involves Syndrome from Mr. Incredible's stole the magic wand. You have to get it back, and so you can use any character in any franchise. And it's kind of a if Disney didn't have the rules as far as all their franchises that you can't play Mickey Mouse in a Star Wars thing. If you just want a unified system where you can play as anybody, that's what this is supposed to help you with. This retails for $20. If you pre-ordered it, you're able to get it for free. Two stores I went to today, both Best Buy and Toys R Us, had some available for purchase. You couldn't get it for free, but they had some extras, so it's not guaranteed. Otherwise, you have to wait. No official date for that anywhere. Probably either in September or October, but nothing official per se for that here in the United States. But so there is the Toy Box takeover for that. It is a lot of fun. It's definitely worth the $20. Some people might say should have been in there from the get-go. It's your argument's sake, but it's a lot of fun. It's definitely more advanced than the Toy Box game disc we had in 2.0. It's completely different. There is Toy Box Speedway. I don't think it's even on the back there yet. No. That will be coming in later this year, and that's even more phenomenal. It's real fun. But also, if you don't want to buy the physical releases, you can also buy a digital release. I don't really have anything to hold up for the digital release, so I'll just hold up the game case for PlayStation 4. So you can get the digital edition. It retails for $30, but both Nintendo and PlayStation users can get it for $20 for limited time, basically through January. As I'm recording this here on Sunday afternoon, the Nintendo edition came out. Xbox is currently MIA. It's supposed to be out today, but so far as of 1 o'clock Eastern Time, it's still not out, but should be coming out shortly. PlayStation edition is scheduled to come out on Monday since Sony does not do content updates on Sunday. So Nintendo, PlayStation, it's $20. Xbox did not mark theirs down. They decided to not take the cut, so it's still $30. But you can buy the digital edition. But if you still want get the same playset you get in here, they do have the Twilight of the Republic playset sold separately. I could have trouble finding this. It was actually only at Toys R Us, was the only store that nearby that had it. I know Amazon has it, but obviously I don't think a lot of stores are going to stock it because for the most part, most people are buying a starter pack, so there's no need for this item. But if you're going digital, they do have this option available if you choose to go that route. Then we're off to the fun stuff, into some more play sets. Again, you get this one at launch, the Twilight Republic Rise Against the Empire comes September 29th. But at launch, we have a Disney playset, which there was none in 2.0, so happy to see those come back. This is the Inside Out playset. You get anger and joy in, as long as the core memory device that they had in the movie. So you get those two characters with that. They do have all the emotions, but we'll get to that in a second. But again, that's playsets available $34.99 at launch as well. For the rest of your Star Wars characters, there's only two, if you want to call it, out at launch for officially in the Twilight of the Republic playset. You have Yoda, and you also have Obi-Wan. Any Star Wars figure can be played inside of any Star Wars playset. You have to get what they're calling collector's coins. There's only one for each character, but you can play it throughout. When you start it, you'll get Darth Maul first, then Zeb, and then so on and so forth down there. They're not really hidden per se. You kind of run into them, but it allows you to use the figures at any point throughout the playset. But they kind of have them hidden out there for whatever reason. But so it allows you to break the rules a little bit, to use Lego's tagline, that you can have, Darth Maul versus Darth Maul or anything like that. So I call these the last two at launch officially in the Twilight Republic playset, because you can use those whenever you want. Darth Maul comes out in November, but obviously you get the collector's coin literally like 45 seconds into the playset. So these are the other two figures available at launch officially for the Twilight of the Republic playset. There are 4 other Star Wars figures out at launch. Both are timed exclusives at various retailers. First up, at Toys R Us, you can get Ezra from the Star Wars Rebels franchise. Again, there's no Star Wars Rebels playset, but again, they can be played in any of the 3 Star Wars playsets. Obviously, Twilight Republic, Rise Against the Empire, and then the Force Awakens playset's coming this December 18th. But you can get Ezra here. You can also get Zeb at GameStop. Sabine Wren from Target. And finally, Kanan, who is released at Walmart. So again, those 4 Star Wars figures can be played in any of the Star Wars playsets. You just have to get the collector coin for each of those characters that you'll get progressively throughout the playset. But then you can use any of those in any Star Wars playset, or obviously in the toy box mode. So those are the 4 Star Wars exclusives, and that covers all the Star Wars figures out at launch. So we'll move now into the Disney side. They do have 2 exclusives on the Disney side for retail exclusives. First up is personally my favorite figure so far in Disney Infinity 3.0, and that is Mulan. Mulan and Darkwing Duck have been my 2 number 1 requests since Disney Infinity has been announced. And obviously we got one off here, and Darkwing's, if he's not in 4.0, I don't know what they're doing. But so we're getting Mulan this year is a retail exclusive at Best Buy. And then also the Emotion Fear from the Inside Out movie is available exclusively at Amazon. So in total, there are 6 timed retail exclusive figures. They will be exclusive up to September 19th, and starting September 20th, they'll be able to be purchased at any retailer. So all 6 of those will be able to be purchased wherever you like to, starting September 20th. It's a little bit before September 29th, which is the second wave of figures. So I guess maybe they want to burst those up a little bit, not to block shipment of Wave 2 figures. So that's the last of the figures that are retail exclusives. But to continue on with the emotions, there also is Disgust, and there is a lot of people's favorite, Sadness. Sadness pretty much steals the show in Inside Out. I think is pretty agreeable if you haven't seen the movie so far. But those are all the emotions. You get 3 outside the playset, and obviously 2 inside of the Inside Out playset. So that covers all 5. MIA is Bing Bong. I'm a big Bing Bong fan. I don't know if we'll ever see a figure of him or not, but it would still be fun. At least his wagon's in the game, so gotta start somewhere. In addition, we also have Olaf. You might have heard the controversy that Olaf is having Olaf in the game is why we don't have Darkwing Duck, due to some fan feedback. There was a lot of requests for Olaf in addition to Darkwing Duck, but in the end they chose Olaf this time. Hope they don't make a mistake by excluding Darkwing Duck the next time. But Olaf is still a lot of fun. He chucks his nose, everything like that. So even though I'm a big Darkwing Duck fan, I'm not sad that Olaf's in the game. So Olaf is a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy him as well. Then, of course, we have the 2 bosses of Disney. We got the man himself, Mickey Mouse. And we got Minnie Mouse. A lot of people... Mickey Mouse is pretty fun in the game. A lot of people aren't sure about Minnie Mouse, but she's actually pretty powerful. So if you haven't picked her up, definitely check her out on YouTube or some of your favorite streamers on Twitch or on YouTube Gaming. Minnie's a lot of fun to play with. It's really fun to watch her run as well. Then finally, the last 2 figures, last but not least, Tron Gate is fixed. After the big old controversy in 2.0, the figures are finally out. We have Sam, Flynn, and Korra are the last 2 Disney Originals figures at launch. So in total we have 15, I think there are 15 figures available at launch in single packages, plus the 4 available in the playset, plus if you want to count Boba Fett. So a lot of content at launch across the 2 franchises here. Marvel, don't forget Marvel. There is Hulkbuster and Ultron coming November 3rd, but they're still a little bit farther away. And the playset is not even coming until next spring, next March. So we're still decently far away from there. We're expecting, I think, 3 more Marvel figures. So they're definitely still coming. One is confirmed, unconfirmed, confirmed, unconfirmed Ant-Man. So he'll be coming as well, plus a couple extras. So we'll see who comes in along with that. But there is 2 other items that are important to note out for launch. Gone are the blind bags, and we have Paradise packs in clear packaging so you know what you are getting. First up is the Twilight of the Republic playset. Or Twilight of the Republic Paradise pack that includes General Grievous Wheelbike, Galactic Team Up Mace Windu, Skies over Felucia, and Forest over Felucia. And those are 2 train discs, vehicle, and team up disc, obviously, Mace Windu. And then Tomorrowland, the movie Tomorrowland, which is supposed to be a big hit this year, includes some content as well. You get the Retro Ray Gun, Tomorrowland Time Bomb, Tomorrowland Stratosphere, and Tomorrowland Futurescape. 2 terrain discs, and a Sky Dome disc, an item, and obviously the Time Bomb there. Both those retail for $10 compared. So the same price point for the Power Discs. They're technically $2.50 a piece when they're 2 for $5 inside the blind bag. So now you get 4 for $10. So you're not gaining or losing any price by having them in the clear containers, but some people, I should say some, most, like pretty much everyone's excited about having the clear packaging there. So we do know one of 3 more Power Disc packs that are coming as well. Obviously a Rise Against the Empire Power Disc pack. We're also getting The Good Dinosaur and also Zootopia Power Disc pack. Imagine Marvel's coming, probably a Force Awakens Power Disc pack, and probably some more, but hopefully we still get a decent amount of Power Discs because they're still pretty fun. So anyways, that is everything available at launch. It's kind of hard to get everything on one single table here, but let's see if we can do our best. But again, a lot of content in here for Disney Infinity fans across the board. So anyways, let me know what you picked up at launch. What you didn't pick up, are you saving for stuff? Whatever your plan is. But anyways, it's an exciting day. Exciting day. Can't even see me in here. Let me switch to this chair. There we go. Walt Disney Infinity. As you can see right here to the left of my head, as a tease here of Wave 2. That's coming out September 29th. And I'll have more video of that content in the future. But for now, here again is the Wave 1 release on launch day, August 30th. Obviously, you don't need everything in this picture to play the game. You can it's a great thing about Disney Infinity, build your own adventure. So, anyways, thanks for checking out the video. Please head to infinityinquirer.com. I did put a buying guide and a launch guide on there, so it's in written form, plus all the sales are available this week at launch. Be sure to like me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/infinityinquirer, and then also on Twitter, twitter.com/infinityinc. Lots of giveaways coming up soon to celebrate the launch of the website, or launch of Disney Infinity 3.0. Might have a special giveaway for the anniversary of the website, which is coming up as well. And then obviously, just head to infinityinquirer.com. Stay tuned for all your news, reviews, sales, all kinds of that kind of fun stuff. But anyways, again, thanks for checking out the video. Hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed the video and this nice preview. But we shall see you again soon. Thanks, guys.